1 HP dead.
I am going to give you the most simple and effective aim training routine that does not require Kovaaks or any other aim trainer. It's only 3 parts and it's all within creative. What is going on, guys? My name is Clay. Welcome to the video. A lot of you guys on TikTok have been asking me for an updated aim training routine, so this is it right here. This is probably the only aim training routine in Fortnite that you will ever need. The routine is only 15 minutes total, and you can actually make it shorter if you want to. If you do this every day, it doesn't matter what season it is, what weapons are in the game, you will get better aim in Fortnite, I guarantee it. Make sure you guys stick to the end so you can screenshot the whole routine and hear the bonus tip at the end for those of you guys who are taking Fortnite more seriously. We're going to be covering AR, shotguns, SMGs, and it's all on the SKAAVOK aim training map that's within Fortnite Creative. The code's going to be right here on screen for you in the description, so pause it, take a screenshot, do whatever you got to do. Part number 1 is ARs, mid-range fights. Grab an AR, shotgun, and SMG once you load into the map. I grab all blue rarity because that's usually what you find when you actually play the game. For part 1, we're going to start our routine with doing tile frenzy. Make sure you select the medium range and select the time trial mode. When you select the time trial mode, it puts a 1-minute timer on and actually teleports you back to the hub so you can select the next scenario when you're done. Next, you're going to head over to the horizontal tracking. Select medium range and also do the time trial setting. This one is going to be 2 minutes instead of 1. Once you're done, it will teleport you back to the hub and you can select the next scenario. And finally, for part 1, when you are back at the main hub, make sure you select the dynamic tracking, select medium range, and once again do the time trial. This scenario will also be another 2-minute timer. This one is actually significantly more difficult than the previous two, so if you can learn to track this thing very precisely and accurately, you basically will not miss any AR shots. I typically run the dynamic tracking twice myself, but that adds a little bit of extra time to the routine. You can do it just once if you'd like. With the tile frenzy, the horizontal tracking, and the dynamic tracking, that puts our total time spent only at 5 minutes so far. Now that your AR aim is warm for part 1, it's time to move on to what is probably the most commonly used type of aim, which is going to be your shotgun and close range AR to SMG range. We're going to start part 2 off with flicks and shotgun aim. Head over to the reaction FS or reaction flick shot scenario. Click this and make sure you do the time trial setting again. This is going to be a 2-minute scenario again, and you can actually make this scenario much harder on yourself by aiming to only get headshots or make really fast flicks. It will start to get easy at some point. Next, you're going to head over to the reaction CR. Fairly new scenario to the SKAAVOK aim training map, but it's actually becoming one of my favorites. At the time of recording this, there is no time trial setting for this one, so you're going to have to manually set a timer on your phone for 2 minutes. And my goal personally, whenever I run this one, is to try to hit 1 pumps or high damage flicks and then follow it up with an AR spray or SMG spray. It's good to get the muscle memory down of immediately switching to a spray weapon after you hit a pump. This is going to start to get your really close range aim warm. Now at the end of part 2, that puts our total time up to 9 minutes spent on our routine. Now let's move on to part 3 of the routine. This is by far the most important and realistic scenario in the whole routine. I'm sure you can guess what it is, but it is aim duels. I run aim duels for the remainder of the time. Here's how I split the scenarios. I run 5,000 health starting with the 1x1 with cone for 3 times. I do once each with an AR, an SMG, and shotgun. Next, I run the 5,000 health again inside of a 1x1, but this time I do with a ramp. Again, I run this 3 times, once each with an AR, an SMG, and a shotgun. I've found typically when you run 5,000 health on these scenarios, it ends up being about 1 minute each. Alright boys, so this is me from the future, and I just want to clarify a couple of things. I recommend switching up between each scenario daily. Run under ramp one day, run over ramp the next. But again, if you have a lot of extra time on your hands to dedicate to the game, run each over and under each day with each weapon. And that is literally it for the aim training routine. Only 15 minutes, but there is a bonus part for those of you guys who are really dedicated and want to start getting better. This is what I'm doing every single day right after my aim training routine. For this bonus part, you need to hop into Raider 646's Piece Control map. Not only are you training your mechanics with the piece control and edits, but you're also forcing yourself to get better at aiming. Once you combine all these things together, aiming, shooting, placing builds, and edits, it's very easy to actually miss shots. That's where this piece control map can actually help tie it all together and make it more well-rounded. Raider now has piece control map V1 and V2. I recommend going through both maps at some point. If you're limited on time, switch off from doing each map daily. One day run V1, one day run V2. But if you do have a lot of time on your hands to dedicate to the game, you could run both maps each day. The wide range of courses on these maps covers almost every scenario you end up in real games. And that is literally it for the entire routine, guys. The aim training part is only 15 minutes. Do this every day. I guarantee you will get better results with your aim. This is literally probably the only routine you will ever need. It covers all the basics: AR, SMG, shotgun. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's something else that you do in your routine that you might think is good. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. My name is Clay, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.